Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a secret world of sleepy creatures that only existed when the sun went down. The world was full of magical creatures that would only come out to play in the night, when the stars shone brightly in the sky. One such creature was a little mouse called Mia. She lived in a cozy little burrow under a large oak tree in the middle of the forest. Every night, when the moon was high in the sky, Mia would come out of her burrow and explore the secret world of sleepy creatures. Mia loved to wander through the forest, watching the other creatures as they went about their business. She saw the sleepy owls perched high up in the trees, and the soft and furry rabbits snuggled together in their burrows. She even saw a family of playful hedgehogs, rolling around in the grass, and giggling as they played. One night, as Mia was wandering through the forest, she saw something she had never seen before. It was a little creature, no bigger than a beetle, with tiny wings and a bright yellow body. The little creature was fluttering around in the air, seemingly lost. Mia approached the creature, and asked if it needed any help. The little creature was so grateful for Mia's kindness that it offered to take her on a tour of the secret world of sleepy creatures. Mia was thrilled at the offer, and she eagerly followed the little creature through the forest. They wandered through the trees, and past the burrows of the sleepy rabbits, until they came to a clearing in the forest. In the center of the clearing was a beautiful pond, surrounded by tall trees and twinkling fireflies. The little creature explained that this was the meeting place for all the sleepy creatures of the forest. Mia was amazed as she watched creatures of all shapes and sizes arrive at the pond. There were wise old owls, graceful deer, and even mischievous fairies, all gathering together to relax and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere of the secret world of sleepy creatures. As the night wore on, Mia grew more and more tired, and her eyelids began to droop. The little creature noticed her sleepiness, and offered to escort her back to her burrow. Mia gratefully accepted the offer, and as she drifted off to sleep in her cozy little burrow, she knew that she had discovered a secret world of magic and wonder that would always be there for her to explore whenever she wanted. From that night on, Mia made a habit of exploring the secret world of sleepy creatures whenever she could. She made new friends, and discovered new places, and she always felt safe and happy in the company of her fellow creatures. And whenever she grew tired, and her eyelids began to droop, she knew that she could always return to her burrow, and drift off to sleep, dreaming of the magic and wonder of the secret world of sleepy creatures. As she wandered deeper into the forest, she saw a soft glow emanating from a clearing ahead. She cautiously approached, and as she drew closer, she could make out the shapes of a group of animals gathered around a campfire. They were all fast asleep, curled up around the fire, and as she crept closer, she could hear them snoring softly. As she watched, a small, furry creature stirred and opened its eyes. It was a tiny squirrel, with big, expressive eyes and a bushy tail. It looked around, spotted her, and scampered over to her. "Hello," it said softly. "What are you doing here?" "I'm sorry," the little girl said. "I didn't mean to disturb you. I was just lost and trying to find my way home." "It's okay," the squirrel said kindly. "You're welcome to stay here for a while. We're all creatures of the night, you see. We only come out when the moon is high in the sky." As the little girl looked around, she saw that the animals were all different kinds of creatures, from hedgehogs and badgers to rabbits and mice. They were all snuggled up together, sharing warmth and comfort in the chill of the night. The little girl settled down among them, and soon she was lulled into a peaceful sleep by the sounds of their gentle breathing and the crackle of the campfire. And as she slept, she dreamed of a magical world where creatures of all kinds could come together in peace and harmony, sharing the wonder and beauty of the night. When she woke up the next morning, she found herself back in the clearing where she had first entered the forest. But she knew that she had experienced something truly special, and she would never forget the magic of the secret world of sleepy creatures. As the sun began to rise, the sleepy creatures of the secret world started to make their way back to their homes. The little girl watched as they disappeared one by one, feeling a sense of warmth and comfort wash over her. She knew that she had just experienced something truly magical, something that she would never forget. And as she made her way back to her own bed, she couldn't help but feel grateful for the sleepy creatures and the secret world that they shared with her. She knew that she would never feel alone again, knowing that they were always there to keep her company whenever she needed them. As she closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep, the last thing she saw was a tiny, sleepy creature perched on her windowsill, watching over her with a gentle, comforting gaze.